What is going on, guys? It's your boy Deathgun with another Monster Hunter World video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what my personal farming build is. I happen to consider this one of the best, if not the best farming build in the game. So before I show you guys, I want to tell you, if you have a better one or you have your own farming build, drop it in the comment section below. Alright, first off we're going to start talking about the gear. Our helmet is the Hunter's Headgear A. Our chest is Nergigante's Mail B. The arms are King Beetle's Brachia B. The waist is the Hunter's Coil B. And the legs are the Vespoid Greaves. For our charms, we're using the Geomancy charm. Now, this pretty much makes up our armor set. It's very important that you guys actually put together the full set to get all the benefits that I actually put together in this set. Now, we're gonna go to our weapon. We're using a hunting horn, and while I never ever use a hunting horn, this one in particular is extremely good. The main reason behind it is the Scout Fly power-up. This will help us track down monsters a lot better, but it also has stamina use reduce large and defense up large. Incredibly good abilities for survival and overall mobility. For your cloak, I highly advise the Ghillie Mantle and your health booster. This way you can get in and out of dangerous situations if there's any problem, or heal up if you happen to get hit. Alright, now we're going to look at our skills. We're going to start off with Botanist level 4, which increases the quantity of herbs, fruits, nuts, seeds, insects, and mushrooms per gather. Then we have Geologist level 3, which allows you to gather 1 extra time from bone piles, gathering points, and mining outcrops. Up next we have Stamina Surge, great for keeping up your stamina when you actually pick up things, giving you 20% stamina recovery. Then we have Resuscitate, improves evasion and reduces stamina depletion when affected with abnormal status effects. Really good if you get something bothering you while you're hunting. The next one is Horn Maestro. What this does is increases the effect duration of hunting horn melodies. Really good. It also gives you health recovery. Overall, it's a really good gem to have if you're going to be running the hunting horn for your farming builds. Now we have Master Gatherer, which allows you to gather more quickly and also prevent attacks from knocking you back while gathering. This is really good. It speeds up your actual process while you gather. Then we have Honey Hunter, which increases the quantity of honey you receive while gathering in the field. 1 extra honey per gather. Up next is our baby, Scout Fly Range Up, expands the Scout Fly detection range. This is really good to get those investigations, guys. Remember that. Up next we have Scholar, speeds up progress on research levels and special investigations. This is really important for those of us who are farming tempered elder dragons. Very important, guys. Then we have Scent Hound, which increases your Scout Fly's gauge fill rate when you find tracks and traces left by other monsters by 50%. Amazing skill, guys, once again if we're looking for tracks. Then we have Forager's Luck, which increases the chance of finding rare gathering points. This is really good. It increases the likelihood of rare gathering points respawning. And last but not least, we have Detector, which shows rare gathering points on the wildlife map. This whole set melds together really well to keep you moving and gathering. It's not a set where you're going to have to wait, but rather you keep on moving, you can pick up things really fast and they'll regen even faster. Now let's look at the gems. Alright, so for my decorations I try to keep it simple so I don't actually spread out the build. All these skills you see here work together wonderfully. On my weapon I have a Crisis Jewel and a Geology Jewel. On my chest I have a Sonora's Jewel to get that hunting Maestro and another Geology Jewel to max out the Geology skill. On my arms I have a Botany Jewel and another Botany Jewel to max out my Botanist skill. On my waist I have a Scent Jewel, which really helps out and you guys definitely need it. And on my greaves I have my final Geology Jewel, giving me full Geologies and full Botanist along with all these other amazing skills, guys. Now there's one more thing that is not necessary, but I like to do it. Here we have my actual meal when I go hunting. Why do I like this meal? First off, it has Feline Harvesters, which reduces the time between gathering point respawn, along with several other abilities that, while minor, will definitely help out. Now guys, I'm going to show you how the hunting horn actually works. You're not going to have to do a lot of stuff. Just a couple of notes. First off, you're going to want to throw your scout fly up. This is an amazing skill when you're going to be hunting for tracks, tempered dragons, or just any type of investigation you guys are looking to get. After you've thrown down your scout fly power up, you're going to want to go for your stamina booster. This is a really good ability, that way you can keep on running and not have to worry about stopping. Seeing as a lot of the things you can pick up you don't have to stop for, is really good to have a lot of stamina. And last but not least is the last song that I actually don't use too much, but it helps out if you're in a dangerous territory. This would be Defense Up Large, a really good ability to have when you're out exploring, especially for this build, seeing as it's not made to actually fight monsters, and most of us don't use the hunting horn, so we don't even have the idea to properly use it in combat, me being one of them. As I told you, this build right here is 100% a farming build. It has defense up as an additive and negation of stun as an additive. This is just to keep you rolling when you're actually on your farms. Now let's talk about the bonus, the Ghillie Mantle. This will help you get out of dangerous situations, or just simply keep walking along and doing your farming without having to worry about if you're going to run into a dangerous monster, or if a dangerous monster actually sees you, having to run out of combat. This will allow you to simply breeze through anything, overall making this build even better. Now when we get into the actual farming, you're going to notice these bonuses kicking in, and you're probably not going to want to farm ever again without using this set. Now, you get more loot when you actually go out and farm. You're able to collect more times per spawn site. You also get faster respawns of rare materials, which are also marked on your map. This is amazing, guys. The synergy on these abilities so far is amazing. On top of this, you get stamina recovery to keep on running without having to stop, seeing as every time you stop to farm, your stamina will start going up again. Now you get buffed up scout flies. This is really good for those of us that want to farm elder dragons. We really want to get those investigations, and this set helps out a ton. You also get faster investigations, which helps even more, and on top of everything, adding the stamina recovery and the defense boost from our hunting horn, you get great survivability, guys. So as I told you, you're not going to be going out here and fighting these monsters because, well, most of us don't main a hunting horn, and we don't really have it set up for damage or anything like that. Nonetheless, with this build, you should not have any problem at all surviving and gathering everything you need. Now, I want to show you guys how everything comes together. If you've looked at the video, we've seen the build, the armor pieces, the gems or decorations, we've seen the hunting horn and how it's used. I've also showed you guys my food recipe to get the bonuses that you need, and when all of this comes together, guys, your inventory is going to be full within minutes of you getting into a map. So a couple of tips I want to give you guys is, one, if you're going to a certain map and you already know what elements you're going to get in this area, set up your crafting to auto craft a lot of the things you're going to get from this area, whether it's potions or traps or anything in particular. Make sure that it auto crafts so you can, craft more. Pretty much how it's shown right here. I grabbed the flash bug and it turns directly to the flash pod. Hey, that rhymed. But yeah, so with this build, as you can see here, it's really easy to track elder dragons and, tempered monsters. It just has incredible range. The song on it has a lot of duration, so you're going to have this extended range for a really good amount of time, making it that much easier to get elder dragon tracks. As you can see here, I went in a map, and pretty much every time that I went in, I got several elder dragon tracks, and on top of that, I got threat 2 and threat 1, tempered quests, which, as we know, is what we want to be doing in endgame. This also helps you farm points. You'll say, how? Well, when you find yourself some of these things like fossils or cactus, it will help you farm a lot of points like you see here. It's a really good method. It's not going to yield tons of points, but if you're doing a good 30-minute 1-hour run farming tons of materials and you run into a lot of these things, you're definitely going to rack up those points, leaving your farming sessions with 3, 4, 5,000 points, guys. Yeah, it's pretty wild what you can do with this build. So yeah, that will pretty much cover everything I wanted to talk to you guys about when it comes to this build. There will be a lot more builds coming up, but I'm still fairly new myself to Monster Hunter World, so there's a lot of things I don't even know that I'm trying to explore before I even show you guys what I think is the best build or a good build. I want to make sure I have really good information to transfer to you guys. So, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. If you have any other builds you want to share, drop them in the comment section below. And for now, your boy Death Gun, out.